So it was, of all things this week, my 47th birthday. And I said to my friend, I said, I'm going into my 47th year. And he said, no, you're actually going into your 48th year. I was like, what? How time keeps moving on. This is my studio here. Don't know if you can see that. I'll show you outside. So it's connected to this amazing, or it's part of this incredible building called Mahala here in Berlin. And all types of crazy stuff happens out here. And so it's a wonderful part to be a member of this amazing arts community and to have this studio here. And but I've got this question of time on my mind at the moment. And so I wanted to share a few thoughts that I started jotting down in this week's Substack about getting older, about time, about its nature. And I thought I'd just share a couple of ideas off the cusp and then sing a song and then finish off with a few more ideas. But first of all, the point of time is to arrive in time. For so long, I think that I look at my life and I sort of look at how fragmented so much of it has been between sort of different impulses, different followings, different yearnings, different longings, aspects of lostness, all of these shadows that walk with you through the course of a life. And what I sort of feel very blessed for at the moment is I feel like through this adventure that I'm arriving in time. And sort of paradox of arriving in time is that you realize the point of time is to arrive in it. That is to have a deepening sense of it, a deepening sense of the value of your life, of the preciousness of every single day that we're given. Well, it makes me feel emotional because we are so quick to forget this miracle of every single day. I mean, what are the chances? What are the chances? Trillions against one that you get to exist. And so you mustn't ever forget how marvelous that is and what a blessing each day is, no matter how much of a challenge. And the next point relates to that. It's that we are rushing and we're consumed with this idea of success, of something being outside of us, that we're going to get to something, that there's something out there that we're moving towards. And I really do get all that. But for some reason, we're bought into this idea that success is this external idea, that it's something that we're going to be looked upon as being rather than something that we can inhabit that becomes us. And that, as far as I understand, is what success is. I think that you can look out and you can see so many people that are so successful in so many ways on the outside, but perhaps haven't yet had the experience of really inhabiting what it is to fully exist within your own skin. And you only know that once you start knowing that. And it's taken me far too long to understand that. But I feel at this point that I'm starting to learn that. So please remember that aspect of the internal journey can never be replaced by any status, anything on the outside. Transformation is not an event, but a pulse. Well, what do I mean by that? We have this idea of transformation as being this sort of glowing, mythical thing that happens. I'm not sure that's the case at all. Like in my experience, transformation is a pulse. It's something that is an ever-seeking, an ever-searching, something that you're trying to move towards and that you're within, and it's happening all the time. And I know that many of us have deep periods of stuckness in our lives. And the strange thing about stuckness is that you're trying to run away from the stuckness, that you want nothing to do but to be to be away from that stuckness. But the thing about stuckness, and this does relate to the transformation, the thing about stuckness is that stuckness is asking a question of you. It has something that is trying to confront you with, and it's trying to make you stop. And the thing is, when you're stuck, you want anything but to stop. And the paradox, as far as I understand it, is you have to allow yourself to have the courage to go within the stopping itself, because stuckness has a messenger and you can't damn well hear it until you actually stop and you allow that stuckness to bring the message to you out of your subconscious, or to be able to listen to life or whatever it is it's trying to say. So, as I say, transformation, not an event, but a pulse. It's something that you're within, and it's ever ongoing. And maybe the idea of stuckness is a little bit next to that, but hope you get the idea. Third idea, and then I'm going to try and sing the song, because this is really what kind of brought it all around. It's like, man, I feel so glad to be alive. First of all, that's a wonder in itself, and it got me thinking of different songs that I've written. I'm trying to kind of work out what their place is and what I'm doing, with them all at this point in my life. So the third thing, change just happens. Change just happens through the trying. I think that we're all so desperate for change, and never quite see that we're within it. We're within the change. The change is happening. Just putting on the recording and have this going. But I just want to chill out and play a song. It's not some big deal. I've just been trying to learn the lyrics. But the change happens. Change happens through the trying. And I wrote this song, Ulysses, in my early 30s, in sort of maybe in my first period of sanctuary that I kind of felt set light enough. In the first period of sanctuary that I'd felt is my first kind of ability to kind of be within that contemplation. The first time that I felt between the sort of, how does Cartwright put it, the sort of east of my past and the west of my future. It was like it was a moment of calm that has taken years to come by. But what I'm saying is that like you're within that change all the time, and we're always trying so damn hard to change. It's within you and it's happening now. The questions that you're asking are the very questions you need to be asking. So what is it? Rilke says it to a young poet. Like, just don't worry about the answers. Keep asking the right questions. Those exact questions are the nature of the change that you're trying to work towards, to become. Okay, I'll try and give this a song. Forgive me. Okay, completely butchered the last take, so we're going to give that another go. Nothing here but the memory silence brings. Feels I'm falling through the space that's gathering. I've got the blood of gods. I never did understand its cause, but when now I don't know, walking that street known as Devil's Road. If I tried too hard, I don't know. Planted seeds where nothing new ever grows. Memories late at night. Was it worth it, that sacrifice? It seems I'm trapped again, just to begin at the journey's end. I hope that you don't become like Ulysses, my friend. You and your adventures across the seas, treading through the corridors of the past. Was I there when I walked here before? I ask. Bloodshot eyes, feeling raw. You will walk where no more before. You will hurt, yes you feel.
a punch for that elixir, and in the morning tear down your disguise. It doesn't matter if you never arrive. And with that question, it says what for? You know at last that you're given it all. I hope that you don't become like Ulysses, my friend. You and your adventures cross the seas, my friend. You and your adventures that never ends.
Got through it somehow. So still recording, yeah. So many memories and thoughts and feelings in that song. You know, it's from sort of like deep contemplation. I'd already moved to Berlin so many years ago, but I sort of felt fractured between two things, as is so often the case when you're moving between two different states. And that, you know, I think that songs always arrive for me as a kind of emblem. They crystallize this moment between two states, and they can be very torturous to give birth to, because you know they're happening right at this precipice between these two things. But then when they're there, they really are there, and they consume the sort of the you know, all of this information from your past right as you're going through this threshold to your future. So a couple of final things I just had on my mind, if you like, that let me see. Yeah, I think I was thinking about this sort of idea of there was so often, I think, along my road, I was sort of thinking of this, fantasy of escape, and that the fantasy of escape can become like a prison for us. You know, you can kind of mortgage this moment, this present moment, for an idea of something that you'll get in the future, but then you can spend your whole life missing what it is that you have. And I don't feel that that's what's happened, but I feel that we're being encouraged over and over to be broken out of the potential feeling, the potential moment, this inhabitation of life as it is before us right now. And for me, I've been trying to work on this experience where, on the one hand, I can feel enough and be enough, and then on the other hand, be aspirational, continue to dream, continue to strive upwards and to make something of yourself and your life. But I think that so often nowadays, you know, we are told to sacrifice everything, and I think that it creates this fantasy of escape, and I think that becomes our prison. And it's like, I think it takes deep courage to try and inhabit who you are, where you are now, and to dare to feel and to be enough as you are, because you're fucking magnificent and you're beautiful, and it's time someone tells you that. I wish someone did to me sometimes back then. Following off from that, give yourself grace, give yourself that grace. It's like, come on, there you are. This is life right here. That is the thing. You know, grace is not something to be offset. It's like you can be within it, whatever that may be for you. And finally, just on the purpose of work, of why we do things, because I think it's so possible nowadays to feel like that whatever we're working on is so temporary and suddenly it disappears, and you can question why you're doing it, why it has if it has meaning, if there's any purpose written into it. But I think that it's the making of the work itself that is the meaning, that it's the making that makes you. You write the work, and in turn it starts writing you from the inside out, and you have no idea that if you dedicate yourself to that work, what it may bring for you, what it may give to you. And even if it doesn't, that it might give something to another. And that for me is the meaning of work, that there's something of you consecrated into the daring to make that thing, to put who you are into that artwork, and then to offer it to someone out there who might need it. And if that's not what meaning is, then I don't know what it is. Much love, everyone. Thank you for having a listen. In a state of contemplation, my word, bit emotional. Much love and thank you for all your support all these years. I feel like it's just beginning, and that feels like a good feeling.